There had been a moment after the Beatles hit when it seemed any Liverpudlian scruff with a guitar could get signed. That moment had definitely passed during my summer holidays in the 60s. I used to kick a ball around a scrap of grass with a gang of local kids that included Lewis Collins. He'd briefly been a teenage member of the Mojos before finding success playing the tough guy Bodie in the cop show The Professionals around the same time that I released my first record. I'd always known that infamy lay around every corner on the Mersey side. One afternoon in 1963, I was treading water in the big open air 1930s swimming pool at New Brighton, where the Mersey opens up to the Irish Sea. It was a magnificent concrete palace of primitively formed Art Deco curves like an ice cream cake of pale green and vanilla paint. The pool's structure jutted out over the shoreline and was open to the skies. But even on sunny days, the bathers often shivered in the winds blowing in off Liverpool Bay. The place would eventually be destroyed by a minor hurricane. The photographer Martin Parr cast a not uncritical eye on all of this in his photo essay, The Last Resort. But I remember the place with the fondness of lost summer when swimming was done. There was a treat to be had from the double-sided shops that served ice cream, candy floss, sticks of rock, fish and chips, lemonade, and cups of tea to both the bathers and the promenaders walking by outside the pool. Sometimes there would be an announcement over a feeble tannoy speaker, perhaps proposing a bathing beauties contest, but usually just giving the name of a child who had lost its parents in the crowd. On this afternoon, there was a group set up by the end of the pool. They were playing some beat music, but the amplification was so puny it was hard to hear with your head half underwater. There was suddenly commotion, and lifeguards appeared to be chasing a fully dressed young man up the ladder to the high diving board. This tall, blond, gangly fellow stripped down to a pair of swimming trunks and, with his arms outstretched to the world, plunged into the 15 feet of water below. There was some screaming and laughter. I swam to the concrete shore of the shallow end to tell someone what I'd seen, and I'd heard an older man say to a young girl eating ice cream, "Don't pay any attention. It's just Rory Storm trying to get his name in the paper." When Rory Storm and the Hurricanes played the Kaiserkeller in Hamburg in 1960, their opening act was the Beatles, who by 1962 had poached the Hurricanes drummer Ringo Starr and were getting ready to head out of town. By 1970, everything needed to be made up again.